Hello and welcome to this video tutorial from Computergaga.com, and in this video we are going to look at how to compare two lists in Excel using Power Query. Now, I have created videos in the past on comparing lists using lookup formulas and using VBA, but I don't think I've done one specifically on using Power Query. So we're going to see three different ways that we can compare these two lists of names on screen. Now, firstly, it is encouraged that your two lists are formatted as tables for many reasons, but they need to be able to use Power Query. If they're not, Power Query will put them into tables anyway, but in this scenario, we do have this table called List 1, and we have this table geniusly called List 2. So, first thing we need to do, load these tables as a query so that we can use them within our Power Query editor. So from the Data tab, I will choose From Table Range from this first table, and this will just open up our Power Query editor for us. And then we're just simply going to close and load it straight in. On the right hand side we can see it's called List 1, just adopting the name from the table, and we're quite happy with that. So I will just close and load 2 and choose that I want a connection only. Only create connection and click OK. And then we're just going to repeat that task for the next table. Okay, with that done, we have two queries, connection only, visible on the right hand side in the queries and connections pane. And we are going to use a merge query to look at the three ways that we can compare these two lists. I will right mouse click on the first query on the right and choose merge. There are different techniques for starting a merge query. It doesn't have to be this way, but this is the approach I'm taking here. And I will open the merge window and we'll have that first query or that first table listed already, because that's the one I had selected and I right clicked on. In the next drop down though, I want to choose List 2. The next step is to specify which columns will identify a match. Now in this scenario, I only have one column in each list. So I'm going to click on the column header in the first table, click on the one in the second table, and I've told it which columns to look out for. Now if these were full tables, maybe each table had 10 columns for example, you would select the one that identifies the records in each one. Typically some kind of ID or some kind of code column would do the job. Sometimes it may even be more than one column, and you can simply hold down your control key and click the columns in the order necessary. Now the important step is the next one about join kind. This is the key step because this is where we decide how we want to specify this comparison. Now the three of interest are the inner join, the left outer join, and the right outer join. And they have this lovely description next to them which almost does my job for me, but I'm going to say it anyway. The inner join will identify the names that only occur in both columns. They must be in both lists to appear. The left anti will show only the ones that appear in the first. So they're in the first but they're not in the second. And for the right anti, they're in the second but not in the first. Let's have a quick look at all three. So we'll go for the inner join. I'll select OK. That will take me into the Power Query editor, and this is the result. These are the 9 names which appear in both tables. Now I do get the opportunity to expand this second table. I could click on that, specify that I want to see the information from it, which is just name. But in this example, that's all kind of meaningless because it's going to be the same names again. So I will delete or remove that column because it's completely unnecessary. And then I could go and close and load this information back into the worksheet, or if it's something more interesting than this, directly into a pivot table or a data model for further analysis. So here for a demonstration, I could close and load to, and then I could choose a table on the worksheet here and just click OK. And it will create a new sheet and put that table on it. So there are the 9 names that occur in both lists. Now, let's look at a second way of comparing these two lists. So I have the two connections and I want to start another merge query so that we can look at the left anti-join. So we need to repeat the previous steps until we get to that join type opportunity. So here we are, and I want to choose the left anti, click OK, and the Power Query editor will show the results. So these are the names that occur in the first list, but not the second, so they're only in the first one. Once again, I can expand the second list, but it shows nothing of interest, so I will remove that and then load the information back into the worksheet. And if we have a look at the right anti-join, now for this one's going to look a little bit different because this will want to show the names that occur in the second list but not the first. So this is how it appears. I have null values in the first one and then the table. Now this time I definitely want to expand that second column. We're going to uncheck the use original column name as prefix because that is not helpful at all. And there's only one column to specify here, so these two checkboxes, the first one's kind of redundant. So if I click OK, that will bring those names in, and then the kind of opposite of what I've done in the previous two examples, which is now to remove the first column, because these null values are offering us nothing. So let me right click and remove that, and now I have the names that I need. Now Power Query is capable of much more, so in either of these examples we could have performed further transformations and really took advantage of the tool at our fingertips. But this lesson was all about looking at different ways that we can compare two lists, and Power Query provides a simple way of 3 different comparisons: the matches in both lists, or identifying those that occur in one list but not the other, whether that be list 1 or list 2. I hope you found this video useful. Please check out some of our other video tutorials on our YouTube channel and come check us out at computergaga.com.